Hey, aloha everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another week of live Q&A here at Trauma Recovery University. My name is Athena Moberg, and I'm an adult survivor of childhood sexual abuse. And are you in the right place? We show up here every single week and we all hang out together in this safe community where there's hope and healing. We have a global community. We're currently all hanging out from over 180 different countries, either live or on a replay. So I don't know if the video is working or not because I'm still using kind of a new setup. So if this video is working and you can see me and you can hear me, will you give this video a thumbs up and let me know? Let me just check and make sure here I have volunteers that are amazing and awesome, and they're in a special box with all of you guys. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so you guys can, yay. Okay, so you can see me and you can hear me. Hi, Heaven Bound. Oh my goodness. Hi, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, you're saying it's Jenna. Okay, hi Jenna. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so welcome you guys. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. And if you're here every week, or this is somewhere where you hang out on a regular basis, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, we do a lot of live video. We do a lot of live Q&A. The way I get your questions is either through Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, or you guys send me an email, nomoreshameproject@gmail.com. So if you are watching us on Roku device, a Roku television, thank you so much for all of the 5-star reviews. I don't know how to express what a huge difference that makes. Roku will put us up in search under special interest if we have more 5-star reviews. So thank you, thank you. And if you're on YouTube, thank you so much for all the thumbs ups and the shares. And subscribe to this channel and click the little bell for notifications if you would like to be made aware that we're going to go live and we're going to do some fun stuff, because in the future we're going to be doing more than just live Q&A here. So we're going to be doing, you know, more days per week. We're going to be hanging out, and the only way for you guys to be able to be made aware of that is if you click the little bell. If you subscribed on YouTube, there's a little bell, and if you touch it, it'll give you notifications. It'll just send you an email whenever I'm live. It'll have like a little red dot, and it'll say Trauma Recovery University is about to go live. and then you'll get a notification. So hey Megan, hi. Okay, so I'm so excited you all are here. Every week we show up with a different topic. We all hang out here and I answer your questions. This week's topic is parenting ourselves. And trigger warning, I know I already put the trigger warning over in the YouTube chat box where all of you are hanging out on YouTube. I did not post a trigger warning yet on Facebook. Hey Charity, I'm so excited to see you. Hi, welcome. And I have not posted a trigger warning on Roku yet because, I mean, I'm not there live. So I'm only able to use these two hands to talk with. And then I have volunteers that are amazing. Special shout out to Dawn and to Matt tonight, and to Jack for doing Sorify. We're sending lots of love and high fives to Maggie as she's doing some relocating, and just thank you especially to Kalisha, who manages Instagram. There's a account over on Instagram at Survivor Community, and you can follow all kinds of stuff going on in the Survivor community over there. Rachel Thompson does on Tuesdays the original sex abuse chat, and that's with Bobby Parrish as well. And then we have some of our community members that go live on YouNow and answer questions and just have random discussions, and then here we are. And thank you so much, Matt, for moderating Facebook and all of the stuff. You guys are amazing. So yeah, this week's topic is a big one, you guys. It's one that so many of us struggle with. Why do we struggle so much with the topic of reparenting, of parenting ourselves? Why do we struggle with that topic so much? I'll tell you why we struggle with that topic. I'll tell you why. Because unless you are here visiting our channel and your childhood abuse was outside the home, and it happened with just outside of the home, not a family member. Like maybe there was a neighbor, or maybe there was only on like once or twice a year you would go to visit so-and-so, uncle and aunt so-and-so, or cousin so-and-so, and your abuse happened at their house. Like, if that's the case, this episode might not be for you. Take the best and leave the rest, right? So if this episode's not for you, then, you know, find something else on the channel, or go to another awesome YouTube channel and find something that would be very, very helpful for you. But tonight's episode is going to be especially helpful for those of us who grew up in a home that was toxic or abusive, or there was domestic violence, there were addictions, there were family members that were incarcerated, in and out of jail. There was a lot of verbal abuse, raising of voices, blaming, shaming. There was physical abuse, a lot of emotional abuse and mind games, a lot of really destructive behaviors in the home. Sibling abuse, sibling sexual abuse is so common and not talked about. So if your abuse happened in your home, tonight's episode is going to be triggering for you. And it's going to be also very, very, very helpful and healing for you in the long run. So I just wanted to preemptively let you all know that because I care deeply about you, and I just want to make sure that you guys are not feeling any undue stress and staying here on the chat if you're feeling triggered, because that is never ever our intention, and it's not what we would like for you. We would like for you to receive the care and the love and the compassion that you deserve, that you've always deserved your entire life. And in order for you to receive the care that you deserve, you may have to step away from the Twitter feed using the hashtag No More Shame. Step away from the No More Shame hashtag, because there will be triggering content there. Or step away from the YouTube chat, step away from Facebook, and definitely get in contact with our friends over at RAINN. Or if you are one of the brave men that are here with us, our male community is growing by leaps and bounds, and I'm so happy you're here. And our friends over at onein6.org are incredible. They're just amazing. So definitely get the care and the help and the support that you deserve if you're feeling triggered. And without further ado, I think I just want to go right in and just see if there are any questions on this particular topic for you guys. And then I'm going to do a screen share early on tonight, because I have a feeling that it will really discussion for you guys and really just get your creative juices flowing and help you to know some different ways that we can parent ourselves and give ourselves positive messages to follow and learn those skills that we perhaps did not learn when we were younger because we were busy surviving or navigating the waters of toxicity. So let me just see. Oh, good. We already have some questions here. So Willow over on YouTube says, what are my chances of ever being able to quote unquote parent myself if I struggle with the therapeutic relationship and feeling safe? I was parented by pimps from ages 4 to 14, or kind of, or caring feels, oh goodness, I can't tell what that says. Willow says, what are my chances of ever being able to parent myself if I struggle with the therapeutic relationship and feeling safe? I was parented by pimps from ages 4 to 14. That's the only part I can understand of the question. So, well, Willow, first of all, let me just look at you. Let me get out of this little window here, and then let me just look right at you, Willow. Willow. First of all, I'm very sorry that you were raised by pimps and that you were being sexually exploited as a child. And I know that there are many of us here on this channel that were also sexually exploited as children, and you are not alone. And I'm so happy that you have the wherewithal to reach out and ask for support and to be here in this environment, this safe environment where you're able to receive the care and the love that you so deserve. So to directly answer your question, I think your chances are pretty good. And the reason I say that, why do I say your chances are pretty good? Well, the reason I say that your chances are pretty good, Willow, is because you have the wherewithal to be here and to ask that question. So our lives are made up of a series of choices that we make now. Now, when we were children, let me be very, 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 very clear right now. Every single one of you deserves love and support, unconditional love and support and acceptance and welcoming, and you have that from me here. Secondly, you didn't have choices when you were little. You were born into or raised in an environment that was less than loving, and it was not an optimum environment for you to be nurtured and for you to grow in. And now that you're older, many of you are older, you're making different choices. Why? Because you can. Because now you have choice. You're realizing, wow, I'm not where I was. I'm in a different place. I'm going to make some different choices. I didn't have choices back then. I was forced. And even if it seemed like I had choices when I was little, I didn't. Why? Because I was a child. So yeah, I'm telling you that you didn't have choices when you were younger because you were a child. If you were being abused, it's not your fault. Child abuse is never the fault of the child. I want to be very clear on that. Am I clear? Me, that children are never responsible for their abuse, ever. There are lots of abusers out there that would like to blame the children for the abuse. You make me angry, and it's your fault that I'm stuck here. And if you weren't born, then I wouldn't have to live in this house with so-and-so who's abusive. And, you know, like there's just all kinds of weird wackadoodle things that they say. And I have this, every time I go live with you guys, I have this weird hair that's like right in my eyelash. Sorry, guys. So I'm telling you right now that the abuse is not your fault. Child abuse is never the fault of the child. And I'm going to further tell you that if you're here and you actually have choices now and you're making the choice to be here, that your chances are pretty awesome because here you are. And you're surrounding yourself with people who are going to be cheering you on. You're surrounding yourself with people who want to get well and that are not choosing to stay stuck. And when I say choosing to stay stuck, I want to be real clear so that you guys understand what I'm saying. Why would anybody choose to stay stuck? Well, there's a thing called learned helplessness, and we learn that in childhood when we're stuck, and we actually are helpless. We learn helplessness, and it sticks with us, and it plagues us until we realize it's a thing, and we break free. Hey, Harriet, if you could please post on Facebook and here down below in the description on YouTube, and then do a YouTube card here for the video on learned helplessness. You all, this is big. Big, 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 big. Learned helplessness is huge. Once we realize it's a thing, then all of a sudden we're like, wow, we can make a different choice. No way. No way we can make a different choice. Yes way. We can. We definitely can. Not when we're younger and not when we're in crisis, but when we're older, and then we have a minute when we're not in crisis. And we're like, whoa, okay, I learned about this learned helplessness thing. I want to make some different choices now. What were they talking about over on that channel? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to watch these videos. I'm going to learn these things. I'm going to get me some hope. So I hope that answers your question. You all, if you have not watched a video, I don't care if it's our video or not. I only know a lot about our videos because I helped record them. Bobby and I recorded over 200 hours of videos together for you guys. And now here I am recording more videos for you guys. But I'm telling you, I don't know a lot. I mean, I'm sure Katie Morton has something on some learned helplessness. So find Katie Morton's channel, K-A-T-I Morton. Where are all my Kenyans at? I know you guys are here. Where are my Kenyans? Kenyans in the house, right? Like Katie probably has some videos on learned helplessness. If not, they're all over YouTube. I know they are. So I want you guys to learn about learned helplessness. I want you to know it's a thing and that there's no shame in it. Okay? There's no shame. Hashtag no more shame, right? That's what we are. NoMoreShameProject.com. That's us. So no more shame. But if we are in a helpless state, it's because We were taught and trained by masters how to be helpless, okay? And until we know it's a thing, until we know better, we can't do better. So now that we're learning better, we're gonna be doing better. So your chances are really good, Willow. And all of the rest of you guys, your chances are amazing. So I take too long to answer questions. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see what other questions we have. I hope that helped, Willow. Please let me know if it did. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to hurry up. Okay. Anne, hi Anne. Anne says, do you have to be able to accept a little one inside yourself to be able to reparent yourself? Actually, if you put the word re in front of parent yourself, tonight we are talking about parenting ourselves. We're going to talk about parenting ourselves tonight. So, and that is such an amazing question, because reparenting is something that you do within a therapeutic relationship with a psychotherapist, with a counselor, and they take on the role of how you were parented, and they help you unravel and untie those knots in your learning that were the unhealthy ways that you were parented, and they help teach you and parent you in a healthier way with the love and the compassion and the kindness that you deserved. And that's reparenting within a therapeutic relationship. Reparenting ourselves is exactly what Anne has just described here, and that's inner child work. Hey, Harriet, I'm trying to count my YouTube cards, Harriet, because I know that I'm only allowed 5. So here and on Facebook, and then down below in the comments here for Roku, for our Roku peeps, and down and below in our YouTube, if you could find the video that we did on inner child work. The inner child work involved in healing from childhood abuse, I believe is what it's called. Gosh, that was a couple years ago. But yeah, so to answer your question directly, Anne, excellent question. Yes, we would need to understand that that younger version of ourselves that didn't have his or her needs met still is in there somewhere. And whether or not we want to believe that they're in there doesn't make it not so. So I may not believe in the wind, but I can see that the trees are moving, the leaves are moving outside. So I don't believe in the wind, but the wind must be happening because the leaves are moving. I may not believe that I have a littler version of me that didn't have her needs met, but it doesn't make it not so. So she's in there. I need to make sure that she gets her needs met. And sometimes she wants to frolic in sunflower fields and not do any adulting and go to Costco and run all of her errands, which is what I was supposed to do last week. After I went to a memorial service, I was supposed to run all my errands and do all of my adulting. But guess what? That little younger girl inside me wanted to go frolic in a sunflower field and take selfies. And that's what I did. I listened to her. So to answer your question, Anne, such an excellent question. Yes, we would need to somehow come to that place where we sort of can conceptualize the fact that there's a younger version of us in there somewhere, and that she has some needs that might not have been met. And then we would be reparenting. But to parent ourselves now, we don't need to accept that, because we're just going to learn some healthy things that we didn't learn when we were younger, right now, as our adult self, here and now. 2017, April 24th. Yeah, so that was such a good question. Oh my gosh. Let me see here. Mrs. Lopez, hello. I don't know if I've met you. So welcome, welcome, Mrs. Lopez. And if I have met you before, I am so sorry. Mrs. Lopez says, my problem is parenting others, thinking they need my saving. I need to parent myself. Yes. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Lopez, I lived this. I might have been like the parent to everyone, right? Take care of everybody else. Or as Bobby always says, I would light myself on fire to keep everybody else warm. And that, my friend, is called codependency. And that is what I was living with for so many years. Codependency. Oh my gosh, codependency, right? Harriet, if you could pop up a YouTube card on the video that we did on codependency, that would be amazing. And then a link down below and over on YouTube as well. That will definitely help you, Mrs. Lopez. My goodness, it will help you. I have a feeling it will help you. And if our video doesn't help, then find someone out there. Google it and look up codependency. There's a book. There is a book. Oh my goodness. Mrs. Lopez. Look for the book called Love is a Choice. Minirth and Myers. M-I-N-I-R-T-H M-Y-E-R-S, or is it M-E-Y-E-R-S? Minirth and Myers. They wrote a book. Love is a Choice. Gives you tons of scenarios of what you just described. And also, of course, my two favorites. Everybody already knows what I'm going to say because if they've been here even for a month, they know. Boundaries and Safe People. Both by Townsend and Cloud. Amazing. Harriet, can you post some links on Amazon to those books? I'm not an affiliate or anything, but those are just two that I really recommend. I'm going to be leading a group. I'm going to be leading a boundaries group. I'm going to be leading a Safe People group. If you're interested, let me know. Send me an email. In the subject line, put boundaries or Safe People. Send it to nomoreshameproject@gmail.com. Because, man, Mrs. Lopez, I know. I lived that. That was like to a T. And I was just struggling so much, but everybody around me was flourishing, right? Because I knew exactly how to help everybody, and they all needed to be saved by me, right? Oh my goodness, I resonate with that. Hey, Arian. I'm so happy to see you, Arian Smith. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, I hope you say a very warm aloha to over on Twitter to @ARIEN_inspires, Arian Inspires. And I'm so excited that you're here. Passionate, Arian says that I'm sorry, Arian, is Arian a boy, girl, or a boy name or a girl name? And I am so sorry for my ignorance. Ooh. I'm going to go with female. I'm just going to go with she. She is very passionate about ending stigma for survivors and people with mental illness. Yes, I am passionate with you, Arian. I am so happy that you're here, and I want to help with that if I can. That would be amazing. Thank you for being here with us. Over on YouTube, Joey says, my mother did not parent me at all. How many of our peeps right now? There are like 45 of you over on the YouTube app, and there are a few of you over on Facebook live right now. And then I don't know how many of you are on Roku or anywhere else or on Twitter, but just if you all can relate to the whole my parents did not parent me at all, could you just like, me too, Joey? Just write me too, Joey. That would be amazing, because I need Joey to know that she's not alone. There are many of us that have experienced this. My mother would let my brother sexually abuse me, and my stepdad would parent me, but he would sexually abuse me also. Says, is this why I do not have any boundaries and why I do not trust anyone? First of all, Joey, I want to look right at you when I say this. How can I look right at you? There we go. Joey, you know I love you, girl. Yes, that's why you don't have any boundaries. That is atrocious that your mother didn't parent you and that she enabled your brother to sexually abuse you and her husband to sexually abuse you. That's horrific. Sadly, I hear it every day. Sadly, I get a message every day from someone who experienced that. And that's just sick. We live in a sick, 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 sick world. And I'm so sorry you went through that, Joey. You're not alone. And yes, that is why you don't have boundaries. And yes, that is why you struggle to trust people. But guess what? There's hope. Because now you have choice. You don't have to be around your mom. You don't have to be around your stepdad. Don't have to be around your brother. And we are all going to pull up our big girl panties and our big boy panties tonight, and we're all going to learn how to parent ourselves, and we are going to nourish our souls tonight. Because what happened to us is horrible. It's horrific. It's awful. Horrible and awful in a million different ways. And it's just not okay. Hey, Julie. Hi. Hey, oh, by the way, Joey, there are people over on Facebook saying, me too, Joey. Me too, Joey. So I just wanted you to know you're not alone. And I wish I had a penny for every person that told me that people in their house knew they were being sexually abused and they let it happen. Because I would be a financially rich woman. And then I could help a lot more people. I'm already a very rich woman relationally. I have all of you guys, and I have so many amazing relationships. But the fact that children sexually abused by brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers, and that there are people in the home looking the other way and pretending they don't see it, or they're finding out about it and saying, I didn't know about that. Oh my goodness, I wish you would have told me sooner so I could have done something about it. And then when you remind them of it again, because they're talking about that person fondly, they say, what are you talking about? You never told me that. Why didn't you tell me? I did tell you, and you said, I wish you would have told me sooner so I could have done something about it. And now you're still talking about my abuser in front of me. And that's really painful. And that's re-traumatizing. And in my flesh, what I really want to say is, people like you have a special place in hell. And it's because of people like you that there are so many suicides. Because guess what, folks? People find Trauma Recovery University when they Google the word suicide, or how do I commit suicide, or what is the most common way to commit suicide? How can I kill myself in a painful way? Or how can I kill myself and make it look like an accident? I get emails. I found you when I wanted to kill myself, and I was online looking at ways to kill myself, and I found you. I think God sent me your YouTube channel. Well, I think so too, because your life is worth living. Whether or not your family, who knew about your abuse and let it happen, thinks that your life is worth anything, I do. I'm nobody. I'm just some girl who lives on an island in the middle of nowhere in a corner in a center YouTube videos. But I'm telling you that your life, it has meaning, and that I care. And I'm glad you found this channel. And it is something that God showed you. I do believe that there's like a divine intervention that happens perhaps when you're at your very last moment, right? You're at the end of your rope. And then like, here's that life preserver or something. And I'm honored that I even get to be included in that. Are you kidding me? So I'm so sorry that you went through that, Joey. We are gonna learn some awesome things tonight about how to parent ourselves. Why? Because we need to. Because maybe we weren't parented. Maybe we weren't parented. So we're gonna learn some stuff tonight, and we're gonna nourish our souls tonight. Why? Because we are worth it. Somebody send that out as a tweet. Hashtag because we are worth it. Athena said, I'm worth it. I'm telling you right now, you are worth it. If no one has ever told you, if no one has ever told you that you're worth it and that your life has meaning and purpose and that you're valuable and precious and amazing, I'm telling you that right now. I care. I don't even know you. We may never meet in person, but I care. I care. Heavenbound says over on Facebook, hey, up there on Facebook. Hi, T. Oh no, Facebook's having connection problems. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Go out of the app and come back in perhaps. I'm going to be here for another hour. I'll be here for one more hour. Go out and come back in perhaps. I am so sorry. That stinks. That stinks. Is YouTube doing the same thing? Oh gosh, I hope not. Can you all just give me a thumbs up or let me know if you all can hear me okay on YouTube, or if it's just Facebook? Usually usually it is YouTube that has like the weird connection and I'm all pixelated, and Facebook is like spot on. And now for some reason it's Facebook. I'm so bummed right now. Dang it. Goodness. Heaven Bound. Jenna says, the entire idea of reparenting myself triggers a feeling of resentment that I am left to fix this myself again. Is that incredibly negative and reflecting a poor me attitude? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Where are you? I'm going to look at you in the face. You're on Facebook. No. 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 You are not in a poor me mentality, mindset. Hey, Megan. Jenna, no. No. Those feelings of resentment, you guys, what do I always say? We got to feel our feels, right? If we are ever going to heal, we got to feel all our feels. So I want to tell you right now, anyone out there who is feeling resentful, like, why do I have to reparent myself? Why do I have to parent myself? It's not my responsibility. This should have been done 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Thank you very much. Why is this on my shoulders now? That's anger. Get in touch with that anger because it is powerful and it will propel you into the next level of your healing. So no, you are not sitting and wallowing in self-pity. Now, if we stay stuck there, right? If we stay stuck there for too long, put an expiration date on that feeling. Like, and then come back to it again. Like, give yourself like, you know what? I'm feeling pretty pissed off right now. I'm feeling very resentful that I am left to parent myself. Like, why are people even allowed to have children if they're not going to parent them? And if they're going to let all these horrible things happen, they're going to pimp me out and they're going to raise me with pimps from 4 to 14. If they're going to let my brother sexually abuse me, if my mom's going to let my stepdad sexually abuse me and just let it happen. Why? Why? Get in touch with that. Hey, T. T is stuck. T, honey, go out of the, hey, someone tag T. Do the @ capital TEE, capital KNOTH over on Facebook and tell them to go out and come back in. Yeah, thank you so much, Matt. So yeah, get in touch with that anger because it's going to propel you into your next level of healing, and we're not going to stay stuck there forever. Hey, am I going to throw myself a pity party today? Maybe. Am I going to put an expiration date on it? Yeah, because guess what? Nothing is going to happen if I stay there. I can't stay there for too long. I'm going to put an expiration date on that feelings. I'm feeling angry. I'm going to allow myself to feel that anger. Why? Because feelings are indicators. If we have a feeling, it's an indication that something's going on. What we don't want is we don't want to numb that. We don't want to feed ourselves some sugar or some starch or some candy or whatever our trigger food is, our comfort food. We don't want to feed ourselves and numb that feeling down. Okay, that is possible. That's what we do. If a lot of us, if our drug of choice is food, right? So we'll eat until we don't feel that feeling anymore because it friggin' sucks. That's why. Or we stuff it. We're like, oh, I can't feel anger because my abuser was angry all the time. And the whole reason that I got abused is because anger is bad. That's a dangerous place to go. Walking on that tightrope is a dangerous place to be because it's not true. There is a place for anger. Anger is an indicator. It's a feeling. And we don't ever want to give way to rage on people and shoot up a shopping mall or a school. But if we're feeling angry about something, we need to allow ourselves to experience that, and we need to find out where it's coming from. So we don't want to stuff those feelings down. We don't want to stuff it, and we don't want to numb it, and we don't want to avoid it and be like, ain't nobody got no time for this anger. No time for that. Sorry, I'm going to avoid that, and I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to go and I'm going to work 6 hours of overtime and get paid. That's a good thing for me to do because I'm just going to avoid feeling altogether right now, and I'm going to go do something else. Or I'm going to go shopping instead, or I'm going to go, do this instead, and just avoid your feelings, right? We can't numb stuff and avoid. Numb stuff, avoid. Numb stuff, avoid. numb stuff, avoid. As long as we're doing those three things, we're not going to feel our feels and we're never going to heal. I'm rhyming a lot tonight, like I'm a poet. And hey, oh, you all, my aunt is here. Hi, Aunt April. Hello. Wow. So yeah, we can't numb stuff or avoid. Otherwise, we're not feeling our feelings. And if we don't feel our feelings, we're never going to heal. So, no, to answer your question, Jenna, if you are feeling like, why do I have to pick up the pieces and parent myself? It's not my responsibility. My parents should have parented me. If you're feeling that, even if you're feeling like you're sort of slipping into self-pity, those feelings have a purpose. They're an indicator that something's not quite right. And we're not going to stay stuck there for very long. We're going to move on, and we're going to learn what we need to learn. When we know better, we do better. So we're going to learn some things tonight, and we're going to nourish our souls. We are going to say things to ourselves. And if you can't say it to yourself, that's okay. That's okay if you can't say it to yourself. Because I will say it to you. I will read to you exactly what I'm going to share with everybody here on YouTube. I will read it to you over there on Facebook. And for you here on YouTube and on Roku, I'm going to go through line by line by line with some great parenting messages that we can help feed our souls because we deserve it. Why? Hashtag because we are worth it. Okay, hey, Kenyon's in the house. Hey, okay, so here's your question, Jenna. You are not reflecting a poor me attitude. I don't think you have a poor me attitude. I think you have a poor me feeling, and that feeling is valid. That's what I think. And we're not going to stay there. We're not going to put up residence. We're not going to hang up a mailbox and build ourselves a house and stay in, why do I have to do this? No, we're just going to pass right on by. And we're going to be like, that matters. Okay. I'm ticked off about that. Like, why do I have to do this myself? But we're going to land somewhere else. We're not going to put up residence there, okay? All right. Hey, Jack. Aloha. Jack says he is struggling with keeping a relationship with his father, who insists on including both my wife and my child. Uh-oh. Hey, you all, I don't know what YMTE means. It's probably some fangledy-dangledy new thing that the kids are saying on, like, it's probably like a LOL or LMAO or something, LMFAO or whatever. I don't know what YMTE means, but Jack is saying he is struggling with keeping a relationship with his father, who insists on including something with his wife and his children. And I'm just going to go out on a limb right now, and I'm going to say maybe he's saying that he's struggling to keep a relationship with his father, who insists on Jack's abuser in activities that include his wife and his child. And I would say your struggle is real. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. And the struggle is real. But I want to tell you this, you guys. I want to look at you in the face. Okay? Let me just tell you this right now. Somebody needs to hear this. Jack, it might be you. Establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries with our family of origin could very well be the hardest thing we ever accomplish in our entire lives. But Poppy's Mission made a really cool meme last week. I said something and I was like, hey, that might be meme worthy. It was like, establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries is like the precipice or the very beginning of our daily dose of sanity, our recommended daily dose of sanity. I'm telling you right now that when we establish and maintain healthy boundaries with our family of origin, if they are toxic, whether or not they respect our boundaries is not our choice. They have a choice. They get to choose to respect our boundaries or not. And establishing and maintaining those healthy boundaries is it's like the key ingredient to our daily dose of sanity, right? It is sanity inducing. It helps keep us sane. And it models healthy behavior for our children, okay? This is something very personal that I'll share with you all right now. Hi, Tessan, Mandy. Hi, I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry, but hi, Mandy. I'm so happy you're here. I'm going to share something really personal with you guys, okay? And then I need to go to a screen share pretty soon because I want to answer all your questions. I really want to. But I don't want us to miss this screen share because it is going to nourish your soul. It's going to really help. But I'm going to share something really personal with you guys, okay? And that is that right now in my life, 2017, I have established and I am maintaining healthy boundaries, very healthy boundaries with my family of origin, with those family members who I was raised with or raised around. I have established and I am maintaining very healthy boundaries with them. Not easy, but it is worth it and it is possible. And I'm modeling what that looks like to my son. I'm showing him what it looks like to stand up for yourself. I'm showing him, excuse me, my throat is really dry. I need to just take a drink of water really quick. Thanks so much, you guys. Just had to drink some water. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so happy that your video is not frozen anymore on YouTube. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. You guys, I am showing my son right now through establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries with my family of origin. I am showing him what it looks like to advocate for yourself. I'm not necessarily showing him what it looks like to have everything be easy. But I'm sorry, life's not easy. It's just not. Like the real world is not easy. Am I right? Am I right? I'm showing him what it looks like to do the hard thing when the hard thing is the best thing. When the hard thing is the most healthy thing. I'm modeling that for him right now. Yeah, he's not under 18. He doesn't live under my roof. He's a married man. He's going to be 25 this year. But I am still modeling behavior for him. Because guess what? If I am a grown-ass woman, 43 years old, and I still need role models, guess what? My son, who's going to be 25, still needs role models. And I want to earn the privilege and the right to actually speak into his life and be a role model in his life. I want to earn that. And I want to do it well. I really want to do it well. I want to do what matters, and I want to do it right, and I want to model for him what it looks like to be healthy. To have healthy relationships, to cultivate healthy relationships, to do what's right for you, do the healthy thing, stick up for yourself, advocate for yourself, even when it's not the easy thing, when it's the hard thing. Why? Because it's the right thing. Okay? Hope everything's going good over on YouTube. Or on Facebook, I can't really tell. But yeah, Jack, I hope that you will soon be able to establish and maintain some very healthy boundaries with any loved ones that are not respectful of your boundary. I really hope that regardless of whether or not they are respectful of your boundaries, that you will continue to do the hard thing if it is the right thing, and that you will model that for your children. Because I know that Minute Matt, and I know that your boy and even your wife, they need to see that. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for anyone who does the right thing even when it's not the easy thing. Do the right thing even when it's the hard thing. Yeah, it's not easy. Hey, Kalisha, Kenyon's in the house. Anne says, what is the reason or need to reparent ourselves for healing as an adult? We're not reparenting. We're not reparenting. Oh, what is it? We're not going to reparent. We're going to parent. If we were not, the only reason to parent ourselves for healing as an adult is if we didn't receive the parenting that we think we deserved as children. Again, like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, for Anne and for anyone else who was raised in a really healthy home, like Anne, I want to look at you, hon. I want to look at you, hon. So Anne, my husband was raised in like a really healthy home. He was raised in a really healthy environment. His basic needs were met. He had food, shelter, clothing, love, acceptance, encouragement, peace, calm, boundaries, like everything, right? Like what else can anybody want? And he doesn't need to learn parenting messages because to him, he's like, yeah, like duh, you know, so he doesn't need that to heal from anything. Now he went through some traumatic things when he was doing a building project, the first home he ever built like 11 or 12 years ago. He had some really traumatic things happen to him and he needed to heal from that, right? But he was an adult when that happened, so the healing didn't need to go that deep, and like it was more recent. His trauma was recent, it wasn't from childhood. So if all of this broadcast, like I said in the beginning, Anne, like some of these broadcasts aren't gonna make any sense to some of you, and you know, take the best, leave the rest, you might not need it. But the reason that we need to not reparent, but parent ourselves for healing as an adult is if we did not receive positive parenting messages as children. And you do not need to accept the fact that there's a younger version of you that didn't have their needs met in order to receive positive parenting messages. You just don't need to. But if you have a spot inside of you, Anne, that wishes that they would have received more love and acceptance and healthy role modeling. And if any of you anywhere, anyone anywhere, hey, oh, I'm so happy tea is back and it's not frozen, yay. Any of you, I wanna look at you really, really, really closely, Anne, and any of you out there, if any of you struggle with negative self-talk, then I want to rewrite the tape tonight, okay? Negative self-talk, a lot of it, early childhood development years. And those messages are reaffirmed and reaffirmed and reaffirmed and reaffirmed in relationships that we cultivate as adults. If we received negative messages as children, we see the world through these negative messages, these things that shaped us. We're shaped into this one shape that we were shaped into, and we see the world through the curvature of those messages that were negative that shaped us. And we think that that's the truth about us, and it's just not. It's what other people thought of us, and it's them putting their stuff on us. But if anyone here struggles with negative self-talk, then I want to rewrite the tape. I want to give you new tapes to play. So the old shitty tape that plays, the itty bitty shitty committee, as Jody Amen likes to call it, I want to rewrite that tape tonight. And I want to share with you some things that are super powerful that you can think or say, and it's a printable. You can even print it out. And it's not from me, it's from Brene Brown. She's amazing. If any of you don't know who Brene Brown is, she's a shame researcher. She works in academia. She's just an incredibly brilliant woman. You can watch her TED Talks. Just Google Brene Brown, B-R-E-N-E Brown, TED Talk. And she does all these different awesome talks, and she has books and she has classes, and she's been on Oprah, and she's just amazing. And she researches shame for a living. Hashtag no more shame. That's who we are, nomoreshameproject.com. So any of you that struggle with negative self-talk, then this episode will be helpful for you. The screen share will be helpful for you, and I'm hoping that it will help. But yeah, Anne, we don't need to reparent ourselves for healing as an adult. If we received everything we needed as children, we're not reparenting. We're just going to parenting messages. And it's not to reparent ourselves like our inner children. It's just messages for us. Mrs. Lopez says, what's the difference between parenting versus self-care? I'm assuming that that's what it is. It says self?C. So I'm assuming that means self-care. That's what I'm thinking. So Mrs. Lopez, so the difference between parenting messages and self-care is, I personally believe that these positive messages that are going to cancel out that negative self-talk are going to put you on like a fast track or like a path. So many of my community members, like thousands of you, seriously, thousands of you, like do the numbers. So many of you struggle with negative self-talk and you struggle with self-care. Like something stops me every time I try to take care of myself, Athena. It's almost like I think I'm not worth it or something. Like I find other things to do. I find other people to take care of. I find other things that need my attention. But when it comes to me, it's like I'm not worth it. I believe personally, Mrs. Lopez, that parenting ourselves is almost like a really amazing precursor that makes self-care like awesome and easier. If you struggle with self-care, then these messages will help you. I hope that helps. This is flying by, you guys. Joey says, also, if I ever do have a family, what are my chances of knowing the right way to parent if I didn't have that growing up? How do you do it? Well, you learn. Joey, if you ever choose to have children, you ever choose to have a family, you choose to parent well. And if you don't know how to parent well and you're just reinventing the wheel every day of your life like I did, because you are just bent on making sure that you parent your children well and you don't mess them up, then you go to the library and you check out books and you Google things every single day and you read magazines and you do whatever, you watch YouTube and you do whatever it takes. You choose and you do whatever it takes and you learn. That's what I did, and that's what a lot of other people do. In fact, there are some people here watching that are live right now. There are like 50 of you here. Between the two that live right now, 50 of you. People dropping off, people coming back on. Between the 50 of you, I know some of you who are live here right now who did a good job parenting your kids because you cared. Because you learned. You wanted to learn and you did. Hi, Megan. Hi. Yeah, so you just make a choice, Joey. You make a choice, you learn, and you follow through. That's what you do every day. And when it's hard, you do it. And when it's easy, you do it. And when you don't know what to do, you do the best. You do the very best you possibly can. Oh, Kalisha says over on Twitter, the sunflowers were beautiful, Athena. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so glad you guys got to see the sunflower video. Oh my gosh, I just love them. It was like I just had this little part in me going like, let's go into the field now. It was amazing. Over on YouTube, Nikki says, how does anyone have children after sexual abuse? I could never be a parent after what happened to me. I get triggered severely every time I am near a child. Can this ever be fixed? Okay, Nikki, your transparency, your authenticity, and your honesty are amazing. And I still get triggered around kids sometimes, especially if they're carefree. And we even had Joey here last week or the week before, was like, I was jealous of these kids who were playing on Easter. Like I was jealous of them. Am I a horrible person because I was jealous of children? And the answer is no. I have the same thing happen to me. It depends on where I'm at, like at the time, like just in my recovery journey. But sometimes I see other kids like having like a carefree life and being loved and tenderly cared for and accepted and encouraged. And I feel really jealous and I feel really bitter. Like, why couldn't I have really loving parents that were like, I'm so proud of you. You're awesome. I'm so proud of you. You did so good. You know, I mean, why couldn't I have parents like that, right? And I get stuck in that for a minute, but I allow myself to feel those feelings. So yes, there's hope. Yes, it does pass, Nikki. Yes, it won't pass if you don't allow yourself to feel those feelings and grieve that childhood that you didn't have. I don't know your story completely, Nikki, but I'm guessing that you said you had childhood sexual abuse in your history. And so unless you face the reality and fully accept everything that happened to you and all that it implies, like the people that knew, they probably knew, the people who did it, the people who enabled it, the people who deny it to this day and don't support you, the people that tell you to shut up and be quiet and just, you don't want to shame the you know, once you face all of that and you grieve the childhood you never had, and you grieve the innocence that was stolen from you, and you grieve the family that you wished you had, and you grieve all of those losses that are real, you heal. And then you might decide you want a family. I'm not saying you will. You might decide never to have a family, but healing is possible. I promise. I could not sit here in good conscience and look at you in the face if it wasn't possible. I wouldn't be able to do it, not in good conscience. So I'm telling you it's possible, Nikki, I promise. Oh, Arian's a boy. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Sorry, will someone tell him I'm sorry? I'm really sorry. It's a gender neutral name. Yay! Thank you, Arian. You're right, it is a gender neutral name. I'm not, exactly, I just wasn't, I was just confused. Oh, Kalisha just posted a YouTuber named Lisa A. Romano has a few videos on codependency as well, and you could look at her playlists. And yes, I'm in a couple of her groups, you guys. Lisa A. Romano. Find her on YouTube, especially if you've endured a narcissistically abusive relationship, a predatory relationship, if you have people in your lives who are sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists, narcopaths, people who are personality disordered, possibly, just comorbid, all of that cluster B-ness that's going on. If you survived that and you lived through that, Lisa A. Romano, her channel is amazing. So thanks for the reminder, Kalisha, and thank you for tweeting out the link to Lisa's channel. I appreciate it. She specializes in helping others heal from codependency, narcissistic abuse, emotional neglect, psychological invisibility, and the like. Arian says, thank you so much again, Kalisha. Arian says, enabling abuse can be as harmful as perpetrating the abuse. I think, yeah, can I get an amen? Oh my gosh. How many of us here, just hanging out right now, how many of like the 50 of us that are just here live at this present moment, 55 of us that are here live at the present moment, feel just as harmed by the person who enabled the abuse and looked the other way, just as hurt by them as you are the person who actually abused you? Me? Yeah, exactly. People knew, and they just let it happen, and that hurts. Yeah, my goodness, I gotta breathe through that one right now. Okay, Kate, hi Kate. Sometimes my inner parts don't believe that they are worthy of such loving parenting. Ooh, Kate, I want to look at you in the face right now. Kate, I want to tell you that I'm going to read something to you right now. You can close your eyes if you want to, and I will just read it to you when I do the screen share. I'm going to read it straight through. And I want you to allow it to sink in to all of your parts. I would love for all of your parts to know that they're worth it, and that they matter, and that they deserve love and kindness. That privilege. And if not, if that's not like a safe feeling for you, then that's okay. But I want to offer that to anyone who's struggling with any of their parts, not believing that they're worth it, that they're not worth loving parenting, because you are worth it. Every single one of you are worth it. I'm worth it. I can say that now. I'm worth it. I was worth it then, and I'm worth it now. And I didn't get it, but I'm getting it now. It feels good. Hunter, what's up, everybody? Woo woo. Hunter says, I wasn't searching ways to die, but I had bad thoughts when I found Trauma Recovery University. I was searching rape trauma syndrome. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Hunter. I know you've been through so much. I'm so glad you found us. Really, really, really glad that you found us. Hey, Just T. Just T is back. Hi, second week in a row. Just T says, it feels like it's too late to start parenting myself now. I don't think I would know how. I want to help you. 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 I really do. And if you will allow me the privilege to help you, the privilege of helping you, then I will help in just a moment. I'm 1 minute over. I wanted to start reading it like right now, like 1 minute ago, but I'm going to do it in just a moment after I finish reading here. Julie in the house. Is mourning a part of our, is mourning a part of parenting ourselves? Because I was thinking of having a Viking memorial service for my lost childhood and trust. Mourning is not part of parenting ourselves, but it is part of grieving, and the grief work that we do in recovery is one of the most powerful doors that opens so that we can actually fully heal. Ooh, Harriet, I think I have some YouTube cards left. Could you please pop up a YouTube card right here for the grief work associated with recovery, and then pop it down below in this YouTube video, and for Roku peeps, and then over on Facebook as well, the grief work associated with recovery. Because mourning is part of the grieving process. And when we grieve and we process our grief, healing is so powerful. And it is actually more of a deep healing that happens, and it's not just a surface healing where we're like triggered the next day and we're not feeling like we're good, you know, but when we're actually mourning and we're grieving something, it's a deeper, deeper healing. And as a side note, Julie, I think a Viking memorial service for your lost childhood and trust, if that's something that you're excited about, then I say do it. Do it. Just T says, numbing, stuffing, avoiding. Those are things I'm good at. Me too. I have been good at those things my whole life, but not anymore. I'm not choosing to numb, stuff, and avoid anymore. I'm feeling all of my feels so that I can fully heal. I'm going to feel all of my feels so I can fully heal. So, and I hope that you all will heal right along with me. Be on this journey with me. Something magical and amazing happens when you decide to heal in public on YouTube. It's amazing. So I highly recommend it. Start your own channel. Ann Austin says, I often, which by the way, Ann, I hope my answers earlier helped. I don't know if they did, but I hope they did. Ann says, I often shame myself for not knowing what I should know as an adult due to my lack of parenting as a child. I don't know if I have enough compassion for myself to parent myself. Ooh, Ann, I want to look at you in the face. Are you still here, Ann? Is Ann still on YouTube? Someone tag her. I want her to see this. I want to look at her. Ann, if you don't have enough self-compassion you don't have enough self-compassion right now, enough compassion for yourself, perhaps if you feel safe, I will be compassionate towards you until you're ready to do it for yourself, if that's okay. No pressure. You don't have to say yes, but I would be honored to show compassion toward you if you're not ready to show compassion towards yourself. And that's okay, and it will help. And I have the same types of shame that you've described. You are definitely not alone there. Tesson, I am butchering Mandy's name. Do you ever feel like you know everything and yet you can't figure out any of it? That you need to be and are the strongest of strong, but yet you need to have someone there beside you to help you get through it? It's a bloody battlefield. Yes, I do. I have felt these things, and I wish I knew how to say your name, and I hope you'll forgive me for butchering your name. Yes, my hand is up. Yes, I do. And you want to know something right now? You want to know something right now? that you need to be, and you are the strongest of strong, but yet you need to have someone there beside you to help you get through it. Right now, you guys, it's going to be a really hard thing for us. Many of us are waiting for someone to come rescue us. And until we rescue ourselves, we could stay stuck. So until we are ready to rescue ourselves, I would love to just be that proxy for you through this video. I can't do it in any other way, honestly. This is it. This video is it. I would love to model for you what it looks like to rescue yourself, because no one's coming to rescue me, folks. No one's coming to rescue me, you guys. My dad's dead. My mom is not coming to rescue me. The rest of my family's not coming to rescue me. It's not my son's job to rescue me. And my husband, it's not his job to rescue me. Prays for me. It's not his job to rescue me. So guess what? Tonight, I'm going to rescue me, right? And I'm going to model that for you guys. And then you can choose, or you can just fast forward to the whatever minute, hour and minute mark it is on this video, and just, or download this downloadable from Brene and post it up on your wall. Read it every day until you can find it within yourself to rescue yourself. Because no one's coming to rescue us. We need to rescue us. It's our job. And that's a really hard truth. That's not something that y'all wanted to hear tonight. But I'm telling you right now, once we decide that we're worth it, the whole world's going to change. It's going to change your world. It is going to change your life. Realize no one's coming to rescue you, and that you actually can rescue you. It's going to change someone's life here tonight. Maybe not you, maybe not you, maybe not you. But it's going to change my life. I know it. I have the faith to believe that it will. And I can't wait to share that with you. But yes, I do know what you mean. I resonate so deeply with that question. Kalisha says, parenting or reparenting oneself. Like, I don't understand the difference. There is recovery vocabulary that I don't understand. Yeah. Okay, so reparenting is usually when you are in a therapeutic therapist or with a psychotherapist, with a counselor, and they, by proxy, take the place of an abusive parent, and they give you messages that are the messages you should have received. And it's usually, if you are in, like, there's usually some hypnosis or some neuro-linguistic programming that goes along with this, and you're in a state, you're in a childlike state, you're kind of in child mode, and you're able to sort of go back and do some safe place imagery, and their younger versions of you, inside of you, are able to receive that love that they never felt. That's re-parenting. Parenting ourselves, and that's the same thing with re-parenting ourselves. But parenting ourselves is, in my opinion, it is replacing tapes with the tapes that we should have gotten. We're replacing our negative self-talk with what we should have heard. And you don't have to believe that you have an inner child to receive parenting messages, but these are just best practices that we can adopt as an adult moving forward in our lives. I hope that's helpful. I hope that pulls it apart and sort of shines some light in there. And I apologize if this is some sort of esoteric, like woo-woo. This might feel very woo-woo. You guys know I'm not normally woo-woo, but this could feel pretty woo-woo to some peeps tonight. Okay. Anne says, does parenting replace the implicit memory pathways? I guess I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if it replaces the memory pathways. I'll have to look into that, Anne. I got to look into that. I don't know how to answer that question. Maybe someone could Google that right now. Memory pathways. Self-talk. I don't know if it replaces. I believe affirmations. There's different like meditations and affirmations that like those tapes that like Louise Hay has an app, and I have some clients that actually listen to this app every single day, and they even keep their earbuds in, just like kind of like how I have my earbuds in right now. They keep their little earbuds in like at night while they sleep, and they have this Louise Hay app with these affirmations going the entire time. Like, I am the highest and best version of myself. I enjoy self-care. I enjoy taking my dogs for a walk. Washing my hair is something that I look forward to. I enjoy eating healthy foods. That's different than what I'm going to be doing tonight. Tonight, I am sharing with you messages that perhaps we didn't hear when we were children, and just hearing them now as an adult is like a light bulb moment. Like, oh. And then what could happen tonight as well is we could have memories of, hey, I did hear that when I was a child. I didn't remember it until just now. I did hear that. But I didn't remember that I heard that when I was a child because it was drowned out by some other negative messages that I had going on as a child. So I just needed to be reminded of that message tonight, Athena. So that's what's going to be happening tonight. Yeah. T says, I prefer to concentrate more on parenting my kids rather than waste that time on me. So much to be said about the language used right there. This is the very last comment and question, you guys, so I'm going to soak it up and I'm going to answer this. I'm going to look at you, T, in just a second, and then I'm going to do screen share, okay? T, you said waste that time on me. Would you use the words, I don't want to waste that time on my kids? Maybe not. Because if I, as a mother, said, I don't want to waste my time parenting and saying positive things and nourishing my son, I don't want to waste my time doing that. What would that say about me as a parent if I said that? You guys, I would be a horrible mother, right? I would be an unloving, uncaring, perhaps irresponsible mother. Yes, Sarah Ann said it. Boom, boom. Sarah Ann just said it over on Facebook. We have to heal ourselves to be the best parents we can be. Amen, sister. Yeah. You guys, who's going to fill up our cup? Who's going to fill us up? Guess what? No one's coming to rescue me. No one's going to fill me up. What happens when I run out? What happens when I run on empty? Right? That's powerful. That is a loaded question. So T, just T. You're worth it. It's not a waste. Not a waste. So Facebook friends. Yes, Sarah, can't pour from an empty glass. Great euphemism, great imagery there, Sarah. Exactly. T, just T. You can't pour out goodness all over your babies. You can't pour out that goodness and that love and that kindness out onto your children unless you have it to give. How are you going to get it to give unless you get it? So what I'm going to do right now for 15 minutes maximum, because I want to be respectful of your time. I got a nasty gram from someone the other day. You went over your 90 minutes hangout. It said it was only going to be 90 minutes long, and you went 94 minutes. I'm like, I'm sorry. Oh, and I had you guys, I'm doing the screen share here in a moment, but I'm just ranting for like 20 more seconds. Someone actually nasty-grammed me the other day and said, and they F-bombed me. They F-bombed me and nasty-grammed me. It was horrible. It was like a troll. And they said, you should have thought more clearly when you named yourself. Because childhood sexual abuse is not the only trauma in the world. There's more effing types of trauma than sexual trauma. Don't you know that? And then they put LOL. I'm like, you're being really mean and you're F-bombing me and then you're LOLing me. I'm super, super confused. It's almost as though you're gaslighting me. As if I don't have some experience with that. Anyway, I just said, I'm sorry, or something like, this channel focuses on, childhood trauma, childhood abuse, mostly childhood sexual abuse, but hopefully you'll find something that will be helpful for you. Otherwise, there's so many more channels that are super awesome. But yeah, they went off on me. So, okay, end rant. I was like, wow, okay. What does Richard Grannon say, you guys? YouTube is strictly voluntary, darling. Strictly voluntary. So yeah, but I didn't say that. I could have F-bombed back, and I did not. I did not. Here we go, guys. My YouTube peeps. Hey, someone, I don't know if you can. Oh, dang it, I don't think you can. I was trying to figure out a way for you all to see what I'm going to be reading right now. For my Facebook peeps, just allow me to bless you. Allow me to just read this to you, okay? If you want to close your eyes, or if all of this is just a little too woo-woo for you, love you all. Love you, mean it. And I'll see you all next week. But for right now, I'm gonna read something to you. I want to nourish your souls if you will allow me to. And I want to rescue me right now. Because no one's going to come rescue me. No one's going to make good choices for me. No one's going to help me. No one is going to do this for me. So I'm going to do it for myself. And I will do this for you until you're ready to do this yourself. How's that sound? If you'll allow me the privilege of doing that. Here we go. This is from Ms. Brene Brown. This is the Wholehearted Parenting Manifesto. This is to each and every one of you out there who needed to hear this when you were little, and now you get to hear it, maybe for the first time. And I'm reading this to myself, okay? Above all else, Athena, I want you to know that you are loved and lovable. You will learn this from my words and actions. The lessons on love are in how I treat you and how I treat myself. Athena, I want you to engage with the world from a place of worthiness. You will learn that you are worthy of love, belonging, and joy. Every time you see me practice self-compassion and embrace my own imperfections. We, Athena, we will practice courage in our family by showing up, letting ourselves be seen, and honoring our vulnerability. We will share our stories of struggle and strength. There will always be room in our home for both. We, Athena, we will teach you compassion by practicing compassion with ourselves first, and then with each other. We will set and respect boundaries. We will honor hard work, hope, and perseverance. Rest and play will be family values as well as family practices. You, Athena, will learn accountability and respect by watching me make mistakes, and make amends. And by watching how I ask for what I need and talk about how I feel. I want you, Athena, to know joy. So together we will practice gratitude. I want you, Athena, to feel joy. So together we will learn how to be vulnerable. We, Athena, actually it's not we, it's when. When uncertainty and scarcity visit, you, Athena, will be able to draw from the spirit that is a part of your everyday life. Together, we will cry and face fear and grief. I will want to take away your pain, but instead, I will sit with you and I will teach you how to feel it. We will laugh and sing and dance and create. We will always have permission to be ourselves with each other. No matter what, you will always belong here. As you begin your wholehearted journey, the greatest gift that I can give to you is to live and love with my whole heart and to dare greatly. I will not teach or love or show you anything perfectly, but I will let you see me. And I will always hold sacred the gift of seeing you. Truly, deeply seeing you. And that, my beautifuls, that is an excerpt from Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. Down below the bottom of this video, in the description section, right above the comments, you will see a link. Please print that. Print it. Shrink it, laminate it, put it in your wallet, hang it on your wall. Put it inside your kitchen cupboard. Put it inside your bathroom cabinet. Hang it up on the wall in front of your toilet. Put it inside your notebook, inside your journal. Fold it up and put it inside your wallet where you could take it out whenever you might need it. Please, 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 please read that over and over and over and over again until you really believe it. And if you've never heard those things before, if perhaps your parents didn't practice those things and model those things for you, then I want to encourage you to do those things for yourself. And I hope with everything that I am that those words nourished your soul as much as they nourished my soul. Because I needed to hear those things. And I needed to rescue me. Because no one else is going to do it. It's nobody else's job. It's my job to make healthy choices for me. It is my job to model healthy choices for the people in my life that I am a role model to. I have 2,000 of you on this channel, many of which were not parented in a healthy way. And I take the work that I do with my private clients and with all of you very seriously. I want to make a recommitment of my life to this amazing work that I get to do in being a role model for young people who might not have been parented in a healthy way. And for those of us who are healing from traumatic and horrible things that happened to us in our childhood. So that's my commitment to you guys, to my private clients, and to my son and my daughter-in-law. I'm blessed to have a son and a daughter-in-law that I have a close relationship with. And I don't take one moment of it for granted. So I hope you guys don't either. And I hope that this message tonight, I hope it helped you. And if it didn't, take the best, leave the rest. No big deal. No need to be nasty. No need to send me hate mail. I'm just doing the best I can. I'm a volunteer here. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Next week, we are going to talk about emotional abuse and emotional neglect. We're going to lean more towards the conversation on what emotional neglect is and how it shows up in our adult life. This is inspired by a post over on Good Therapy, and it was shared with me by one of our community members, Matt Pappas, who is also a volunteer here on Monday nights, and he helps make all of this possible. So big shout out to Matt. And you know, you guys, I love it when you send me videos and when you send me articles, and I just love it. I love it so much that you're thinking of me and you think that you find something that might be of benefit to the rest of us. So thank you so much. No, thank you, Mandy. I'm so blessed that you were here, and I'm sorry that I don't know how to say your first name. But thank you for being here, and thank you guys for being here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you already haven't. It really helps YouTube but boost our videos up in search so that more survivors can get the support they deserve. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel or our Roku TV channel and then clicked that little bell so that you get notifications, then please do that. You can just hit the little subscribe button right there. Thank you for doing that. And I appreciate you. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, you all up there that are on Facebook, if you could like our page, that would be amazing. And again, I just consider this an honor and a privilege to be here with you all. And I will see you next Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, on the topic of emotional neglect and what it is and how it shows up in our adult life as well. And thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed. Oh my goodness, thanks for all the hearts, you guys. Wow. I didn't know that you all could do that. That's awesome. Okay. It's an honor, you guys. Thanks so much. Bye for now.